Hello everybody. In this video, we will discuss how to locate square root of 6 and square root of 7 on a number line. At first, we will mark square root of 6 on the number line. Whenever we get this kind of a problem, first we will check whether we can write the integer under the square root sign as a sum of two perfect squares. 6, how we can write? We can write as sum of two numbers as 5 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 2 plus 4 and 1 plus 5 is nothing but a repetition of the first two combinations. So we have three combinations, 5 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 3 plus 3. We can see that none of these gives you a sum of two perfect square combination, right? So what we can do? We know that 5 plus 1 we can write it as square root 5 whole square plus 1 square. 2 plus 4 we can write it as square root 2 whole square plus 2 square. 3 plus 3 we can write it as square root 3 whole square plus square root 3 whole square. So from this we will take two combinations, 5 plus 1 and 2 plus 4, because these two involves minimum number of steps. We will see how it is like that. At first, we will use the first combination, that is 6 is equal to 5 plus 1 is equal to square root of 5 whole square plus 1 square. This we can relate to the sides of a right angled triangle, wherein hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Here you can see the right angled triangle OCD, where the base is square root of 5 and perpendicular is 1 unit. Base OC is square root 5 units and perpendicular CD is 1 unit. Therefore, hypotenuse will be square root 6. We are using the combination 6 is equal to 5 plus 1 is equal to square root 5 whole square plus 1 square. That means first we need to mark square root 5 on the number line. How to mark square root 5 on the number line? We have 5 is equal to 4 plus 1 is equal to 2 square plus 1 square. That is a combination of two perfect squares. So we have the right angle triangle. Let us draw a right angle triangle. O A B the length of base OA is 2 units and length of perpendicular AB is 1 unit. In that case, hypotenuse will be square root 5. Now, let us draw a number line with the positive integers on the right side of 0 and negative integers on the left side of 0. Mark the point O at 0 and point A at 2. By joining O and A, we have the line segment OA of length 2 units. We will draw a line segment AB of 1 unit length perpendicular to OA. Next, let us join points O and B so that we have right angled triangle OAB, as the base is 2 units length and perpendicular is 1 unit length. Hypotenuse is square root 5. Now, to mark square root 5 on the number line, square root 5 on the number line, what we do? We draw an arc with the center at O and radius OB. The arc is drawn in clockwise direction, intersecting the number line at point C. length OC is equal to length OB. Why? Because OC and OB are the radii of the same arc. Now O is at 0, therefore C will be at square root 5. Next, we draw a line segment CD of length 1 unit perpendicular to CD will be perpendicular to line segment OC. We complete the right angle triangle OCD. The right angle triangle OCD has base OC of square root 5 and CD is 1 unit length. In that case, the hypotenuse OD will be square root 6. Next, what to do? We already know. We need to draw a arc with center at O and radius OD. The arc is drawn in clockwise direction, intersecting the number line at point E. OE is equal to OD because both are radii of the same arc. As O is at 0, E corresponds to square root 6. So we have completed the marking of square root 6 on the number line. Let us see one more combination to mark square root 6 on the number line. In this, we make use of the combination 6 is equal to 2 plus 4 is equal to square root 2 whole square plus 2 square. So first we need to mark square root 2, which we have already learned. How to mark square root 2? We have on the number line O at 0 and A at 1. So we have the line segment OA and we have a perpendicular AB of 1 unit length. We have completed the right angle triangle OAB because base OA is 1 unit length and perpendicular AB is 1 unit length. Hypotenuse OB is square root 2. And we have drawn the arc with the center at O and radius OB intersecting the number line at point C. So point C corresponds to square root 2. Draw a perpendicular CD. Length of CD is 2 units. Complete the right angle triangle OCD by joining points O and D. Base OC is square root 2 units. Perpendicular CD is 2 units. Therefore, hypotenuse OD is square root 6. Draw the arc with center at O and radius OD. The arc is drawn in clockwise direction, intersecting the number line at point E. OE is equal to OD is equal to square root 6. O is at 0, so E is at square root 6. In case if we want to mark negative of square root 6, what we have to do? We have to draw the arc in the anti-clockwise direction, intersecting the number line on the negative x-axis. How to mark square root 7 on a number line? Let us write 7 as sum of two numbers. 7 is equal to 6 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 4 plus 3. We can continue as 3 plus 4, 2 plus 5, 1 plus 6. But we know that those are the repetition of these same three combinations. From this we understand that we cannot write 7 as sum of two perfect squares. So for marking square root 7 on number line, we make use of 7 is equal to 6 plus 1 is equal to square root 6 whole square plus 1 square. As we have already marked square root 6 on the number line and this one involves less number of steps. See the right angle triangle OEF. Here Base OE is square root 6 units and perpendicular EF is 1 unit length. Then hypotenuse OF is equal to square root 7. In the previous part, we have already marked root 6 on the number line. Same is reproduced here. Now what we will do? We will draw a line segment EF of 1 unit length. EF is drawn perpendicular to line segment OE. So let us complete the right angular triangle OEF by joining points O and F. Base OE is square root 6, perpendicular EF is 1 unit, therefore OF is square root 7. Now what to do? We already know. We draw an arc with center at O and radius OF. Arc is drawn in the clockwise direction, intersecting the number line at point G. OG is equal to OF is equal to square root 7. As O is at 0, the point G corresponds to square root 7. So we have completed marking of square root 7 on the number line. In case of any comments or doubts, please raise it in the comment section. Thank you.